Jerzee Rosinski Dustin Burke. Dirty Thursday brought to you by River City Speedway. It's NOSA Rookie Day. Bullring Boys are back. Chad Hoff and myself in here. Man, this is going to be a fun show. And also one of our big sponsors today on Dirty Thursday is Buffalo Wild Wings. If you're looking for great food, great cocktails, and great service without needing a reservation, it's Buffalo Wild Wings in Grand Forks. A great menu that features B-Dub's famous wings, wraps, tenders, salads, burgers, and of course their famous sauces ranging from sweet to very, very spicy. And you can get awesome cocktails too. Grab a bite to eat, visit with friends or family, or watch your favorite sports teams on one of B-Dub's many ginormous TVs. Stop in to find out more about their numerous daily lunch specials, Wing Tuesdays, Boneless Thursdays, happy hours, and more. Make it Buffalo Wild Wings today for lunch or dinner, or both. 2717 South Columbia Road in Grand Forks. Go exclusive. Go Buffalo Wild Wings. Nobody won our $25 Buffalo Wild Wings gift card last week, so I tell you what, send in a text at 701-213-0863, 701-213-0863. Make it a unique text, and at the end of the show, we'll let you know who gets that $25 gift card from Buffalo Wild Wings. If you've won it before, Nick Curtis, you're not eligible. Anybody that's won it before is not eligible. Anyway, let's do it. Let's get it out of the way. It's our daily segment called Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. Here we go. Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. Did you hear about that driver? Lost his left arm and his left leg in a terrible racing wreck. So lost his left arm and his left leg in a terrible wreck. He's all right now. What'd you think, Dale?
He said so-so. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. How about Dale? Got a little Forks Karting Association update for us from last night?
Yeah,
I kind of caught him off guard, didn't I?
No, I had it on standby here.
Okay.
Now, we're down to our just 2 more weeks left. Next week will be our track championship, our last regular Wednesday night of the season.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the season is just flying by. It was another big night last night. Maverick Amdahl got another win there for their Junior 1 wing carts, back-to-back wins. Charlie Parody got his first win in the wing carts for this season. Also, a new winner for the novice rookie class with Winston Bronze and other repeat winners, Nash Blasky, Isaac Johnson, all piling up the wins along with Ruby McDonald, Brian Good with senior mediums. So another big night. So check it out. Last regular week of the season will be a week this coming Wednesday, and then they're doing the doubleheader season finale September 14th. So,
all right, there you go, Dale Coulis with our Forks Karting Association update, and let's do track schedules. Yeah, track schedules also brought to you by Forks Karting Association. You can watch the karts race Wednesday nights at Forks Karting Speedway at the Grand Forks Fairgrounds. Find out more by going to Forks Karting, ForksKartingAssociation.com. You know what I mean. Forks Karting
100% know what you mean, but that's, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Tonight, Norman County Raceway at Ada. It's the Minn Kota Lightning Sprint Nationals are up this weekend. So they will be in Ada tonight, along with the IMCA Sprint Cars, Stock Cars, Sport Mods, and Hobby Stocks. It was Soda Midwest Mods and Legends. Tomorrow night at River City Speedway, you're going to be the man tomorrow, you and Dale. Minn Kota Lightning Sprint Nationals will be here. Let's see, along with Wissota A Mods, late models, Wissota Midwest Mods, and the Wissota Street Stocks. Now, these Minn Kota Lightning Sprint Nationals, they're also traveling. They will be, let's see, Devil's Lake in Doyen Saturday. They'll be there, the Minn Kota Lightning Sprint Nationals, racing with the Wissota Pure Stocks, the Midwest Mods, and non-wing sprints. Saturday, Greenbush Race Park, it's Wissota A Mods, Midwest Mods, Pure Stocks, Street Stocks, and 4-cylinders. And then wrap it up the weekend Sunday, Buffalo River Speedway in Glendon. The Minn Kota Lightning Sprint Nationals will wrap up this little tour up here with the Legends, Short Trackers, Hobby Stocks, and the Street Stocks. I tell you what, this Buffalo River Speedway, Jason does a good job of getting this Minn Kota Lightning Sprint National show going with the 4 races. Guys coming, we've had them from California, Colorado, all over the place. So congratulations. That should be a good 4 days of racing. I wish I was going to be there, but I unfortunately have to go fishing. I have to.
Gotta go win.
Yep.
Gotta win the big bucks.
Boy, that'd be nice. That pays like the World of Outlaws does.
Right?
On a regular show here, 10 grand.
That's crazy. Third year in a row now for that Lightning Sprint National. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Speaking of sprint cars, of course, Knoxville going on right now.
Yeah.
Gage Polkaprek last night. I don't think he didn't get past the C-Main from what I saw.
Okay.
They got 52 cars last night. Tonight, it'll be Mark Dobmeyer, Weston Olson. I don't know if Mullen is down there or not, I would imagine, but I didn't see his name.
Yeah.
But anyway, Knoxville Nationals are going on, and there we go. That's enough of that. Let's get down to this NOSA Rookie Day. First off, she drives a 25. Jerzee Rosinski. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You still nervous or you better?
I'm better now.
Yeah, you're better now.
Yeah.
Tell us about yourself. I don't want to know anything about racing. I just want to know about you.
I just turned 15. I play softball. I play basketball for a while. I've done a lot of sports pretty much.
Softball, what position?
Shortstop.
Oh, cool.
Dominant.
And where do you go to school?
Central.
Hey, that's good. I like that too.
Just going like it's perfect
It's
answers.
just all
so
the
far.
right answers. It's like
Yep.
ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding. Okay, what do you want to do after high school?
Something in the medical field, I think.
Oh, okay. Are you smart?
No.
So you take after dad?
Kinda. He's good with mechanics.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's a pretty good beer drinker, too. I've had a few with him over the years. Yeah. Well, it's nice to meet you officially for
Yeah.
the first time today.
Yeah, for sure.
It's it's so weird when you don't get to meet these people. Of course, I know the car.
We know the car. Yeah, 100%,
I can
yep.
come right up to her and she'd go, "Hi, John," and I'd go, "Hi,
Yep.
whoever you are."
It's happened to us.
It happens to us all the time.
Yeah.
But that's too bad because we want to know everybody.
Oh, for sure.
And when I do go to the pits before the races, I don't have time to stop and talk to every single person I know.
Yeah.
But I wish I would. Nick Curtis, you and Ken Hollins better win. You're darn right, I bet. Okay, folks, I want all you got to do, text us something creative saying how bad you want that $25 gift card from Buffalo Wild Wings. And we'll give it to you, all right? 701-213-0863.
Does that have to be G-rated?
It should be G-rated. Well, yeah, something clever, but
Okay.
come on, we have a 15-year-old girl in here, too.
Yes, we got to be
Remember that.
polite today.
Yes. Across from me drives the 19B, another rookie, Dustin Burke. How you doing, man?
Good.
Put that mic right up there.
Yeah, I'm getting good.
All right, I want to know a little bit about you, nothing to do with racing.
Yeah, I'm 42. I live in East Grand Forks. I do, welding, construction, concrete, asphalt,
You do all that stuff.
all kinds of stuff. Stay real busy.
Yeah, all the dirty hand stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
13-year-old son. He'll be 14 in November.
Oh,
so
wow.
He keeps me busy.
Yeah, I bet. Hockey player too, right?
Oh, yeah.
I like that too. We're gonna have some pictures here, Wilsh. In fact, I don't know. When do you want to show pictures?
Whenever you want, yeah.
Let's do a couple of pictures here, and we'll talk a little racing again. Let's see we got pictures randomly here. Let's just see what. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention. My shirt today. Wearing the Kyle Larson dirt shirt. I actually wore this shirt. I've only worn it once, and that was at the Daytona 500. And again, folks, if you want your shirt showing off here on Dirty Thursday, give me one. That's all you gotta
Always
do.
gets the free stuff.
That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
Give me one, and your shirt will be next. We had Jack Croker last week. We had Eisenschenks the week before. So give me your shirt. All right.
That's awesome.
Talking about what you do for a living again, how'd you get into that? I mean, I know there's guys that do carpentry and a little bit of concrete, but you're like throwing in the welding and the asphalt and all that stuff. But just
I've when I was younger, I went out to the oil field. And
Okay.
I ran heavy equipment, building oil field locations.
okay.
Yeah, my cousin, he owned his own business out there, Storbakken and Sons.
Oh, sure. Okay.
It's,
That's
one of
where I
my main
recognize the name
sponsors.
from.
Yep, yeah. And then, that kind of went dry out there, so came back here and started welding. And my brother owns his own company.
Okay.
Doing concrete and
Okay.
asphalt and everything.
All right. You want to run for city council or mayor?
No.
Because we need
definitely
new
not.
ones.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Ain't
bringing it
kidding
into
there.
Yeah.
I'm bringing it into Dirty Thursday too. How about that? Again, anybody that wants to run for city council or mayor at East Grand
East Grand
Forks,
Forks.
yep. Go ahead, email us local@gfbsource.com. We'll get you on the show. When we talk about being a rookie, I'm going to start with you first. You're 40 whatever years old.
Yeah.
You're a rookie, but you're really not. You're a rookie in the sprint cars. But you've raced like late models. I think you ran a modified.
Yep.
Tell us about your racing career. How did you get started and go through it up until the sprint cars?
I mean, I've always been in the stands ever since I was 7 years old. And my dream was always to race a sprint car, and just so expensive. You know what I mean?
Sure,
Everybody's
yeah.
telling me, as I bought a late model and everything, I really was wanting to get a sprint car, but everyone's telling me, oh, these engines are 60 grand. You got to get them refreshed every 8 to 10 nights. and
Yep.
Just like scary,
Sure.
Then you run them for a while. I got that late model, and then you run that. Well, that class ain't no cheaper than a sprint car.
Yeah, yeah.
Nowadays.
Yeah.
The technology and
Ask Ryan Corbett. He'll
Right.
tell you.
Yeah, his car turned around, went right to MB Customs.
Oh,
After that.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you raced out at Williston.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Billings,
Billings
couple
and
times, 'cause
Williston.
We were a special out there with the late models, so
Right.
they run us a 2-day deal. So it
Yeah,
was
and then you
six-
also ran Minot.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I know
Mandan.
I know him from I knew the car and the name because I announced with Larry McFall out there.
Oh, right.
So
on.
that was So I announced with Larry McFall, and then I know that's why I was like, God, I know this name as
Yeah.
he came around the racetrack in a sprint car, and I'm like, just and first glance of you driving a sprint car is total late model ish.
Yeah,
because the way
100%.
you go into the corner and then how you give it
Yeah.
gas again as you get in, they're like,
Yeah,
oh,
strut.
he's for sure a late model driver.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you could totally sell. And then
yeah.
you're like, Dustin Burke. I looked at Amanda Joe and I'm like, he drove a late model, didn't he? Well, yeah. I said, where? From Williston? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, I know who this is now. So, yeah. So I've watched Dustin race a lot, actually.
I was in the pits. We did the 2-day show. I was in the pits the first day, and I don't remember who I was talking to, but you came up.
Zach, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was talking to Zach Umdahl, and he comes up, Dustin comes up, and he's talking, and he's, yeah, I'm not going to run today, and blah, blah, and then he leaves, and I go, who's that guy?
Yeah.
And he goes, well, that's Dustin Burke. And I'm like, oh, shit. Again, somebody, you know, I didn't have any clue.
It's tough for us because what we do is we get our 2 little vehicles that we have, and we drive through the pits, and we see what car numbers are there, so then we know who's here.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So at first
Match
it was
the face to the car.
Yeah,
that's the whole
exactly.
thing.
At first, it was pretty tough, you know, when the first couple races this year because the 31 car was there, but he wasn't driving. So
There's always somebody different. Yeah.
so we know, hey, Romling's car's here, but we don't know who's driving it.
Yeah.
But the 31 is here, so then we don't find out until we get the lineups.
Yeah.
So
And then that
announcers always last to know.
first
Yeah.
week, Dobmeyer, Croker, or no,
Austin was racing
Austin
that.
was in that car.
Yeah.
The first week. Yeah. And like Chad says, we're usually the last to know, no matter what. No matter what. It's like, wait a minute, that Romling's car out there? And then
Yeah.
you got to figure out, you start looking in your lists,
Right.
and they don't have a sprint car list for you yet. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh boy, we'll try to figure this out.
Right. And Wade and jumping into Brendan's car, too, when he cut his hand. Or
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
It's just been crazy.
The only upside to that was that I knew it early afternoon because I work at and then Ryan comes over and we work on his truck every now and then
Oh, yeah.
and he told me Brandon had it, and I'm like, oh geez, and I saw the picture like you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, so it is hard for us to know until we see the lineup. They're like, oh, wait a second. All right. Okay, cool. Now we know. And so you'll hear us on the TV or whatever. That we're like, oh, check that. That's not who's driving that car.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you could be sick. Hey, your phone starts going, hey, dumbass. You got the wrong name there.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, I'm reading the paper, guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Exactly.
or if they change up the car for a tribute.
Yeah.
That's another one. It's like, wait a minute, you're not number 99 or you're not number 97 or,
Right.
or whatever.
Right.
And that kind of gets you too.
Yeah.
Travis Strandell, good morning, fellas. Hey, again,
Dude.
give me hold on. Give me a funny text. Anybody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
701-213-0863. I've got a $25 gift card
I
to
know
Buffalo
he's.
Wild Wings
I
for
know
you.
he's on there and stuff, but Travis, hell of a run, kiddo.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you looked really good. So keep that up. So
Good kid too.
Yeah.
I always
used to
like
pit
talking
for
to
him. I pit for him.
Oh,
and
do ya?
I
Oh, really?
pit next to him, and ever since I started, he's really found that gas pedal.
oh,
Yeah.
and it clicked.
Oh, yeah,
Something
yeah,
clicked, and
yeah.
then wow, I was like,
Yeah.
who is that's definitely not Travis.
I get a kick out of the look on his face when something like that happens because it's cool. And I've heard he gets angry. I've heard he
Oh,
gets
yeah.
pissed. I've never seen him.
You know what'd be
mad.
awesome? You know how they have GoPros on your guys' race cars that show the front of the race car? It'd be cool to watch your guys' face
Right.
to
Yeah.
see.
That would be.
You know, like Jerzee, just to see your eyes when when people are like, you're just learning right now. I
Yeah.
mean, you're looking good,
Thank
but
you.
when you got people passing you and you don't know 100% they're coming yet because you're on the straightaway and let's just say Dahmer's running the top again and you're just stay in your lane because you're doing awesome with that.
Yep.
Thank you.
On the bottom, stay in your lane, doing your thing, and then whoof! I just love to see your eyes go. Whoa, what was that? You know, it's just it's
Yeah.
crazy.
My
you know?
my daughter-in-law was lucky enough to fly with it was like the Blue Angels or the Canadian the Thunderbirds or whatever
Oh,
they
yeah,
are,
yeah,
and
yeah.
of course they got a camera on them. And you should have seen her. She didn't pass out, but boy, she came close a couple of times. But yeah,
That's what they feel like in these cars.
oh yeah,
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 like
yeah.
it shoves them back to the seat.
Sure.
I felt like I was 40 pounds lighter when I was riding with Dahmer.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
And then reality
Then I
set in
got
when you
out.
tried to get out of the car.
Yeah.
Head like this from the G-forces.
Yeah.
Can't let my buddy beat me just yet. Travis Strandell. Morning, Joshua Johnson.
Yeah.
Sam. Morning, guys. Okay. I want to talk to Jerzee. How we're not leaving you out of this. Tell us about your racing career so far. How did it start? Were you one of those girls that like to go fast from the tricycle on up, and Dad knew it? Because, I mean, we know Dad's got racing blood in him. That's just the way he's kind of wired. But and he passed it down to you. Or how did your career start?
Well, he worked at the track up until a few years ago, so I kind of.
I can remember when you were dragging or hanging
Yeah.
around down there. Yep.
Yeah, driving the dirt bike around and whatnot. But so I kind of just grew up there. I think we all knew that I was just gonna end up racing. That's just what was gonna happen. And then it moved into go-karts. I started when I was 5, and then it just kept going more and more. We raced flat carts for a while. Then we got up into an outlaw cart and now a sprint car.
Wow. And
It's crazy how they just jump from just the cart to a sprint car.
yeah.
Like that's just astonishing to me. You know, the whole different horsepower.
Oh,
and
I know.
everything.
And-
That's so cool.
yeah, a lot of people will make the jump to a lightning sprint.
Yeah.
And then go up. Thank goodness these 305s. I love the 305 class. I think
another
it
great
should have been,
class.
a long time ago. Kaylee Elizabeth, Jerzee's been busy and balls to the wall since she was in a diaper. Kid never slept. I think let's take a look at some pics now. How's that?
well, do we have a picture of Jerzee in diapers now?
I don't think we have that one.
That would
but,
be awesome for her first time being on
What's
here.
the deal? I was asked what's the deal with the braiding here? Somebody said to make sure to mention that.
I've always had my hair in a braid.
Yeah?
It's kind of started when I was younger, but then when I got into go-karts, it was just out of the way.
Uh-huh.
And then it just went on for years and years.
That picture is so cool on so many levels.
Yeah, that's a real racing picture, huh?
well, and then that's the future of the sport.
Yeah.
right there.
Well,
That
sure.
is so cool. That is cool.
All right, your turn there, Mr. Burke. Tell us about your car.
Look at you styling and profiling, walking around it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Got caught there by Steve, I think. Caught in there. Yeah.
Nice pick. All right, let's keep them rolling here. We're kind of going back and forth.
Right.
All right, how many people can you fit in a go-kart?
Oh, that is so
That was
cool.
a good one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mean Bean.
So yeah, there's another one.
That's a nice looking car, man.
Thank you. Yeah. I wanted all black, but ended up with a all white
Yeah.
car.
Yeah,
And just ran with it.
that's
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
How'd
There's
you-
an all black car.
How'd you come up with your colors and your number 25?
Well, the 25 is my birthday because, like, you know.
Okay,
And
okay.
then the R, obviously, Rosinski.
Sure,
But the
sure.
colors, I don't know. I was green for forever. And then we had our Fargo cart, and that was blue. And my dad always really liked that one.
Mm-hmm.
And it was never really my favorite.
Oh, that's a sharp. I like that car.
That's
Yeah.
both of them stand out.
Yeah, how'd you get the 19?
Well, I was 55 in the modified and the late model and all that, and then jumping to the sprint car, I was like, Ranton's kind of stamped that number. you
Sure,
know what I
sure.
mean? So-
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a good tribute. Actually,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
actually
exactly.
Really sweet.
So I was
That's
like,
awesome.
you know, who? I've never really seen a 19. You know,
Right,
growing
right.
up and whatever. Stevie Smith is
Yeah,
pretty much
that's
the
right.
only 19. you know?
Dale had asked me what I was, and I think I was always ran number 6. Or one year on a enduro car, I might have put 98, but those were hockey and football numbers for me.
Okay,
So,
all right.
she'd take school pictures with her hair down, but her mom would have to go to the school to braid it after pictures. She had to have that braid.
You're getting so much dirt on you right now.
I always had it in a braid. I remember going into the school bathroom, and my mom was there to braid it.
Yeah.
It was constantly.
So why is it down straight now?
I don't know. The older I've
Because she's
got,
not
I
racing.
guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
The older I've got, the more I've done different things.
Yeah.
Like 2 other hairstyles, but you know.
See,
Yeah.
to me, the answer would be because I'm lazy. That's what
Oh.
my answer would be.
That's why I'm bald. Don't want to do my hair.
There
So,
you go.
yeah,
I should
that's-
start shaving my head.
That's what I said happened.
Okay.
Yeah. Does it work? I don't know.
Yeah,
if it
you are
works.
bald.
Thanks.
I have several more photos.
Oh.
I have several more photos. Do you want to save them for the back half? Or go-
Yeah, we can do that. We'll save them for the back half. Thank you. All right. We'll take a quick little break here. Boy, we're flying.
That is crazy.
25R, Jerzee Rosinski, 19B. Thank you. Dustin Burke, Dirty Thursday, brought to you by River City Speedway. NOSA Rookie Day today. Again, Kerry McWalter, my uncle, was number 55 in sprints as well. Again, somebody give me a clever little quote or whatever about Buffalo Wild Wings and tell me why you want a $25 gift card to Buffalo Wild Wings. It's all you got to do. Tell me why you deserve that $25 gift card from Buffalo Wild Wings. You got it. We'll be back in just a minute. Life doesn't ever seem to slow down. Everything needs to be done right now. Well, when it comes time for an oil change, stop into Valvoline Instant Oil Change. You know, most changes are done in about 15 minutes. Valvoline Instant Oil Change does more too. Tranny and coolant flushes, tire rotations, and batteries. And included in your oil change, they're going to top off your fluids, check your tires, battery, lights, wipers, and cabin air filter too. And you get discounts for fleets and the military. You know, they can text and email invoices and coupons and mention Grand Forks Best Source and get $10 off your oil change. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. They're open Monday through Saturday with no appointment needed. Pickup and delivery is also available if you live in Grand Forks. And Valvoline Instant Oil Change is now hiring. If you'd like to join their team as an assistant manager, customer service rep, or lube tech, stop in to find out more. Valvoline Instant Oil Change for a complete oil change and more. They're at 3325 South 38th Street or call them 701-780-8462 and make sure you tell them Grand Forks Best Source sent you. All righty, NOSA Rookie Day on Grand Forks Best Source's Dirty Thursday. Bullring Boys back. Chad Hoff, myself, John Roberts, along with the 25R of Jerzee Rosinski, the 19B of Dustin Burke. Jerzee, so far, when I looked you guys up on myracepass.com, there wasn't a whole lot to look up, but that's the way it should be because you're rookies. You're getting your seat time, though. 12 features, no wins, 1 top 5, 4 top 10s. You got a 5th in the 305. You've got a 12th and the 13th in the 410. You know, that's not bad. Like Chad was talking about, holding your line, doing what you're doing, getting your seat time. You're running a 305 against 410s a lot of the time, but you're doing it the right way. That's the way Donnie Schatz did it when he first started coming here. He'd go down and he'd hold that line, and people were blowing right by him. Yep. I mean, blowing right by him, but he just kept getting the seat time and figured it out. You're getting there. And is it really a big difference between the 305 and the 410s when you're out there with them? Do you notice it? And how do you feel when they're just going by it? I mean, your mentality is what? I mean, just learning, I'm going to win. And what are you thinking?
Well, when I'm racing with the 410s, it's like the first 2 laps I can kind of try something different, maybe run a different line, but then I know they're going to be coming soon, so then I got to go back to the bottom or whatnot.
Well, you got to, and again, we could beat this like a dead horse. There's no practice. You can't just go practice driving a sprint car anywhere. It's not like playing basketball. I'm going to go practice. I'll be in the driveway. Right. You know, that don't work with a sprint car.
You know, you said something cool too, and about the Donnie Schatz remembering of that. And that's not the first time I heard that with her. When we talk about everything else about everybody's talking about the 25 car, the 25 sprint car is doing just what Donnie Schatz did, just buying time, just getting it. I mean, so people are recognizing that, which is cool. And it's so nice that you're 15 years old and you already have it in your head, like, I'm just going to stay in my lane, do my thing, and I'm going to explore when I can, but just know in the back of my head that, hey, they're going to be coming. I better find my way back down there. And you totally see that on the racetrack. I mean, that's just the beauty of it. You know, Dustin, same thing. I mean, you totally can see that too. I totally knew the first lap he made. He was a late model driver, but just because the way he gassed in the corner. But I think once you figure it out, because you both have no fear driving sprint cars. That's just the way it is. Right. You know, but once you both figure out that the top side cushion's going to be there and you're going to just get in the corner and keep the gas the whole time. Yeah, you guys, it's gonna be a way different feel.
Thanks, Bill Novak, watching from Plymouth, Wisconsin.
Richard Barnes is watching.
Oh,
yeah, hope he got all of his caution tape up.
In your plans, I would imagine it's nice. Do you travel with the 305s? Like they'll be running, I think, tonight. Will you go run with those guys, or are you just kind of focusing around here?
Well, like, we kind of have been, but 8 we're staying away from. I think that's too much for a rookie year. But we went to Lisbon and Jamestown with them, and that was all right. Buffalo River, I guess we've been to too, but other than that, we've been here.
And do you aspire in getting a 410 sometime down the road here? I mean, I know that's a big financial leap, but that's your goal.
Yeah.
Okay, man, I'm looking forward to that too. That'll be a good one.
I think how cool is it though for them to learn when they're here? You know, it's nice to have sprint cars back in action here, so you guys just to get your bearing set and right and stuff, and you can just be at home and race at home, no big travel. And then once you start getting it down, then you break out and start going to the big ones, you know. So that's pretty cool. You got
Yeah, I had a question for Jerzee. Last year was my first year covering for go-karts at FKA. I know that was your last year at go-karts.
Yeah.
You had a bunch of wins last year. Just kind of curious from your lessons learned from go-kart years that you've been applying that have been helpful for you on the big track.
Patience.
Good question. Ooh.
Patience is the big thing for me. Because if you fall, well, in go-karts, I haven't really passed much people yet in the sprint, but in go-karts, patience. If you just sit behind them and watch, they'll make a lot of mistakes, and you just have to be ready to catch those.
Are you a patient girl?
I can be.
Should we ask somebody else that question?
Good answer.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Dustin, we've talked about you ran late models, you ran modifieds, and now you're in a sprint car. Again, for Dustin, let's see, 3 features, no wins, 0 top 5s, 1 top 10, but you're just getting rolling here. You did mention before we went on the air, and you said this is so much different. It's your bad habits from your other cars are following you into the sprint car, and it's hard to shake them. Your first thoughts, the first time you jumped in a 410 and started going, well, man, I don't know, were you wrestling it? I mean, you could, but then that's one of those deals like, that scared the crap out of me. Let's do it, Right? How did it work for you that way?
Well, I'd automatically let off. I'd let off into the corner and scrub the brakes and everything, and then the car wouldn't really want to turn. You know what I mean? So I'd have to get on the throttle and power myself out of trouble, basically. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden I was just, when I want to let off, I'm just going to scrub the brakes. Then it's just trusting it. Trusting to just let her go all the way down and through the corner and just.
Because I would imagine coming out of turn 4 when you're heading towards that wall, because it looks like you're heading right fast. On. And I would imagine that's got to be a little intimidating off the beginning.
Oh, yeah. And me and that wall at River Cities have a love-hate relationship.
It's a long one, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's a true statement.
Yes, that is.
Yeah. But, I mean, you gotta give it a shot to see what you can handle in that car. I mean, And the crazy thing is when you see new drivers spin out and get frustrated and stuff, but the only thing is you start it up, you go again.
Yep.
I mean, what else are you gonna do? You got to learn somehow, and that NOSA's pretty good about that. Having the new drivers with that, they're pretty forgiving about it. So it's pretty cool to have that.
As long as you're doing what a rookie should do,
yes,
you're not going to have any problems.
Right.
Things do happen on the racetrack, and these guys that you're racing against have got thousands of laps under their belt. They've seen it all. They've been at it all, and they understand it. Again, if you mess up, fess up.
Yeah.
And it'll be a done deal.
Yeah,
it's simple. Adam Dahl says Dustin Burke is a cool dude, but you should meet his old man with his rat rods. He's styling and profiling.
Oh yeah.
What's he got?
Oh, he's got a 51 Chief Train. He's got a 47 International.
Oh wow.
48 Chevy. I mean, he's got quite a bit of.
Yeah, he probably knew my old man. Right. Yeah, my old man was a builder down in Crookston, had a junk. He had 300 some cars, but Heather McDonald's sprint cars were never not in action, Chad. They were just scheduled early in the season. Those shows just didn't happen.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. She must have thought we were, I don't know. Sprint cars not getting enough lap time in or something like that.
All right. Cool.
Dan Wisco never missed a World of Outlaw event at River City Speedway. Even cut out of a wedding reception early to get there in time. Can't wait for the next Outlaw show in a couple weeks. Wish I was in Knoxville this year, but RCS and GRP will do just fine for me. Thanks, Dan. Amanda Joanne Wright, I'm very impressed with both these two as rookies, making great laps and learning so much. Look forward to seeing what they each will do. NOSA has an awesome rookie class this year, and they absolutely do. Should we look at a couple more picks here? Let's see what we got here.
Who's up?
Okay, there we go. There's the 19 again.
There we go.
Look at that.
Well, that's cool.
Hockey.
Yeah, hockey.
Oh yeah,
that's right around the corner. He's already in camps and.
Oh yeah. My kid won a couple state titles with Central.
Yeah.
Where we got another one?
Look at that. Throwbacks. Okay, I put this one in there because I stole this. I was creeping you on Facebook. Yeah. The reason I put it in there was when Dale Earnhardt died, I quit watching NASCAR for probably 3-4 years. I was crushed. I think I was hunting, or maybe I was at work. I was doing a remote, and my wife called me from the remote at the remote and said, you don't want to hear this, but I think Dale Earnhardt died today. And I'm like, what? I was recording it.
Yeah.
And so then I started digging around and started listening to the news, and yeah, he died. And it's just like, I couldn't believe it. So I quit watching NASCAR for a long time.
Right.
Because he was my favorite. Is that yours too?
Oh yeah, absolutely. The Intimidator, you can't.
Oh, I know. And you know, everybody, a lot of people thought he was a prick. If only you knew how many people he helped in his lifetime that had nothing to do with racing.
Right.
He's loved it on the farm, you know, and I've heard of where there was a rainstorm or something wiped out his neighbors, all of his crops and everything. Dale just quietly, here's the money, go replant, dude.
Right.
You know, that's just the kind of guy he always was. Schedule for the rest of the year. What are your plans? Are you going to stick around here? You guys going to jump around at a few more races, or what do you think?
I don't really know. He'll be farming and whatnot, so it kind of just plays.
Kind of depends on what he's doing, yeah, and it's going to be that time. He's probably going to be doing wheat tomorrow, I would imagine. So as long as you're here on most Friday nights, are you good with that, or you'd like to maybe, you know, go to a few other places?
I like it here. I really do like the track. It's probably one of the better ones I've been to. It's probably my favorite so far. I liked Lisbon for hot laps.
Okay.
But it slicked off and got dry after 3 laps.
Yeah, and
But-
we see you have not found that yet in Grand Forks this year, have you? A slick dry track?
No.
Yeah, they've been pretty tacky this year.
Yeah.
Okay. And how about you? Are you going to travel? You're just kind of getting rolling with this now?
Just gonna stick around here.
Yep. And you're fine with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if we would have got a show maybe in Devil's Lake or Greenbush, I probably would have.
Yeah.
Especially Greenbush. I
Sure.
like that track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just didn't happen.
Heather, it's my pet peeve when fans or car owners weren't scheduled much last year. Half truths tick me off. Owners say they weren't. I don't know.
I don't get what she's saying.
Yeah.
But all right,
I don't know.
cool.
Maybe she misunderstood something. Yeah, we didn't even talk about them, did we? No.
One thing I said was like we weren't scheduled as much for 410s last year.
Yeah.
Oh, in Grand Forks.
We weren't.
No, we weren't.
That's true.
River City, yeah.
Yeah. So
I think there's only 7 shows last year.
right this year we have quite a bit more here for you guys, and it's so I say it's pretty nice to have you guys here and not be able to travel as much just to get laps in because you know you're going to be here most every Friday night.
Right.
Obviously not this Friday because the majority of everybody is going to be at Knoxville.
Yeah.
So which that happens.
Exactly,
Right.
yeah,
So and it's just cool to sit back and watch those guys down there to see how they compete with everybody else.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool to see, you know, like the Gage Polkerbrechts.
Yeah.
He actually is running really well.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see that down there with that. So
You know, Donnie didn't do too well last night either.
No, he didn't.
Really bad.
yeah. He's like 22nd or something
Well,
in points right
he's
now.
won it from like the El Main before, so
Yeah, and he's got-
however many
He'll have some work to do.
mains they have.
Yeah.
When we talk about cars, where did you get your car? I don't know if you know who you bought it from or who helped you put it all together, but where'd you get your car and how did it start?
Oh, big question.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he bought our first one, and he's bought the rest, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where he got them from. I believe our first one was probably used.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
guessing.
yep,
But
okay.
I'm pretty sure our cage cart we bought brand new.
Okay. The Sprint car, do you know where you got that?
Oh, Austin Pierce, yeah.
Okay. That's one of Austin's cars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And did you get a lot of parts with it, or just
Yeah,
a little
he
bit of
gave
this
us a
and a little
lot.
bit of that?
He gave us a lot. He gave us quite a bit.
Okay.
I mean, we still, if we wrecked or something, we might be over for this season, but
Okay.
we still have a lot.
Yeah. Well, don't wreck.
Yeah.
It's easier said
Did he
than
give you
done.
notes with it too? Did notes come with the car?
I don't think so, but Zach Omdahl, he gave us like a whole book and everything for rookie
Really?
season. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
That's nice when the guys will stand up and help you out. Bill Novak was able to attend River Cities on July 12th and want to give a high five to all that were involved that night as to how they kept the show running smoothly. Also, a big thank you to the track crews. It was the high 80s, and the track held up very well. Man, that was hotter than balls out there.
Oh.
It's like 98 degrees in the
Yeah.
press box. Oh, man. Where'd you get your car?
I got my car from Pat Donahue in Arden Hills, Minnesota. Kinda
Okay.
by the cities there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you just put a feeler out there saying you're looking for a car? Did you want
No,
a specific
I,
chassis or what?
No, I bought my engine in September last year.
Mm-hmm.
Then I bought that, and I thought, okay, now it's real.
Well, yeah.
yeah.
Then I kind of laid low and kind of looked around all winter and come across this car, and
Yeah, that's
got it.
funny.
Yeah.
You got, what's that? Just a 410 laying in the garage.
Yeah.
Oh, well, 410.
Right. Yeah.
You
That's
have to get a
awesome.
car.
That's
then.
actually a cool story. You know, you knew you were going to do it once it started happening.
Yeah,
And
once you buy the heart of it,
Yeah.
the most expensive part,
Yeah.
you know you're committed. I had anxiety though for a good month after buying that.
Buyer's
Look,
remorse?
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you
all
think
right.
about what you could buy with what you paid for a sprint car
Exactly.
motor.
Oh, my
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be driving around in a way nicer pickup than I have
Yeah.
Wow.
right now, and it's just a
Yeah.
motor.
Yeah.
right?
I could have my dream car, you know, driving
Right.
around in that.
Yeah, no kidding. Chassis, what type?
Maxim.
Maxim,
Yep.
and you're good with that.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like them.
Does Jersey know what chassis yours is?
No.
All right. That's
Starts
okay.
with an S, I think.
Yeah, Schnee.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Schnee now, it's coming around again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I know some guys that have ordered Schnees now that have not driven them for many, many years, and they've got new ones coming.
Well,
So
If she's
be
driving
watching.
Austin Pierce's car and he's got, I mean, that says
Yeah.
something that he thought there was going to be a good chassis. So
Yeah, he wasn't
Yeah.
too bad, was he?
I don't.
That's good.
He was fair to Midland, you know.
Yeah, fair to Midland.
Yeah, he
Well,
was.
that's good that that's coming back around. 'cause
I think so,
Brian
too.
Schnee is a
Yeah,
genius.
And
Right.
you know, back in the day when I first started at River City, and well, like back in the day, even when Dobby first started, everybody was running Schnees.
Yeah.
And then they kind of went away.
Right.
Well, I think they sold out or somebody
Eagle-
bought them. Yeah,
Eagle,
Eagle
and
got them, and
kinda-
then and now, but they're coming back, and guys are liking them. So
It's great.
Have you had a worst night in a sprint car? Everything's just been kind of the way planned, or have you had one of those days where it's like, I'm not doing this anymore?
Well, last week we got there pretty late, but we fixed our problem, so
Mm-hmm.
everything was running right. But the week before that, we didn't make the feature.
Mm-hmm.
In the heats, we pulled in, and we just kind of had problems with the motor. It was just popping and banging. And then one night we thought we figured out, my belts came undone, so we got rid of those.
Oh, yeah. That's not good.
Yeah.
You mean like seat belts?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that wouldn't be good.
Yeah. No.
That would. Now, are you? I know your dad is really mechanically inclined.
Yeah.
I'm looking at your nice, pretty white fingernails. Do you do any of the wrenching on the car? Are you getting there? Do you say, Dad, what can I do?
I pretty much hand them tools.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my job.
That's a great answer.
I said an 11 millimeter. Damn it.
Yeah, that's a great answer.
Yeah, that's what I do. I move the light and hand tools. That's pretty much my job.
Well,
Yeah.
when I did that for my dad, I'd still get yelled at. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just to the point where I'm
You
like,
weren't holding the light in the right spot.
yeah, screw you, hold it yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and then thank God headlamps came around. Yeah, that was nicer. How about a best night? I mean, you can go back to karts, you can talk about the sprint cars, but and I look at it this way. When I say a best night, you guys don't have a lot of time. Just getting through a race,
Yeah.
just knowing you're getting faster and better could also be the best night. But how about you?
For go-karts, it was definitely the North Dakota State Championship.
Oh, sure.
Because I had that entire year off. And then somebody moved up, and we were finally able to race. There was only 3 of us, but I had a whole year off, so I thought it was going to be awful, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And first time driving the cage cart. But I ended up winning that, so that was probably one of my best nights.
Nice.
In a sprint, I would say probably Jamestown.
Mm-hmm.
That's our highest one. We got 5th there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's great. And how about you? Have you been in any nasty wrecks?
Oh, not real nasty. No,
Mm-hmm.
no. I've trashed a late model and into the wall here at River
Yep.
Cities.
Oh, yeah.
But other than that, no, not real terrible. You
Okay.
know, and my biggest thing is loading it up. At the end of the night, I won.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
That's
Yep.
I
awesome.
don't
Oh, yeah,
care, I
sure.
don't care where
Sure.
I place or what I'm doing. I could be leading it or it could be in last, and I still got that same smile.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
living my best life. I'm
Right.
living my
Right, right.
dream.
Well,
You know what I
imagine.
mean?
Oh.
This is the best thing, you know.
I'm thinking if I got a sprint car, the first couple laps wouldn't be laughing and smiling. I'd be pooping and
Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
But I would imagine after that, I would have a grin on my face that you would not be able to wipe off.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you feel yourself, and all of a sudden, it's like, you know, we were talking about Travis Strandell earlier.
Yep.
It's like all of a sudden, boom, you know, and do you feel that too when you're in the car?
Oh yeah, you can feel it. Yeah, I mean, once you start not letting off and you start trusting the equipment, and I mean, track will get tricky though. I mean, it'll get real patchy and dry and to tack, and you can get yourself into some trouble. And
Sure.
Like my throttle, I'm real good in the late model with the throttle, but when you got 900 horse,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
weigh 1,400 pounds,
Yeah.
and it's now, I mean, when I first went out there, it was like, I don't even know when the tires, if I'm blowing them off or if I'm hooking up. Or,
Right.
and then I start laying off it, and you can really
feel a difference
Oh,
then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They get really
it's
back in
like a
that
crazy beast, isn't it?
Yeah. You can fly. I've went off the track, I think, every time I've been out there.
On a sprint
off,
car.
Off the top.
Yeah.
Then I go to the bottom. I'm like, I ain't causing two cautions.
Yeah.
I need this seat time. But
Right.
When you fly off those banks, I would imagine you're like 30 feet up in the air.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a long ass drop down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Let's see, Amanda Joe, with new drivers like these two, the future of NOSA and sprint car racing is bright and growing. It's been a pleasure working with you both. Kim Young, Chad is there.
Yeah.
It was great to see. Had a little talk with Kim. We went to the Jeff Liebrick funeral and celebration of life afterwards at the Eagles Club. It was a great time. Kim Young was there, and with Steven. It was awesome to see. It probably made my entire day.
Yeah.
It was a great time. Talk to them both. Things are good.
Yeah.
Kaylee Elizabeth, have to say, from a motherly standpoint, I've known Jerzee since she was in diapers. It's pretty surreal to think of her and Kenna running around causing havoc between ours and Justine's house. Then racing all those years at Forks Karting Speedway and now blossoming into these young ladies pursuing their dreams on the big track. Pretty emotional. She's a great kid. I'm really excited to see her progress over the years. We like to hear those things. It's nice when people are talking good about you and not calling you names, you know,
Right?
like they do us.
Yeah. We're used to it.
Yeah. Who sponsors you and who helps you?
Justin from Forks Truck and Trailer, he's been a big help with us.
Okay.
Even since go-karts last year, he really helped. Dan from Boston Farms, he's also been with us since go-karts. He's more than nice with us. New ones this year would be Tag Construction and Mexican Village.
Okay. And you're always looking for more sponsors.
Always.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how about you, sponsors, and who helps you?
Yeah, Storbach and Sons, Jason, he's always backed me in all my racing, pretty much. He's been a big part of it. I mean, without him, I don't think I could do any of it. And then I got Tom Corcoran. Or not Tom Corcoran, Tom Eglin.
Okay,
Yeah.
Tommy, yep. Oh, sure.
He's a big help.
Yeah.
He's a big help in my racing program. And then, like, Travis Rendell helps me quite a bit. And then a couple of his pit guys, you know.
Yep. Where do you...
Dave and Sam, and then my crew chief's my son.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
And is he
and
big into
loves it.
racing?
Oh yeah, he's been around it his whole life.
Okay, now is he racing anything yet?
Yeah, we had him. I put him in a go kart right when he was turned 5.
Okay.
and that was I had a go kart at the farm for him that
Yep.
rip around on. And
Sure.
He got into this, and he was like, I thought I was racing. Like, he's looking around. They're slow, you know.
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah, yeah.
And then everybody don't like when they line you up and stop. They don't use their brakes. They just
Oh,
use the
I know.
go-kart in front of you. So he's sitting there.
I've called a couple
whiplash,
races, watch him
so
line
he's
up,
like,
boom,
this ain't
boom,
no fun.
boom.
So
Yeah.
we quit that for a while, and he went to baseball, and then I
Oh,
put
sure.
him in a Yamaha.
Okay.
And we did good in that, and then he had to transfer to junior 2.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we were racing 15, 14-year-olds, and he was 11, 12.
Yeah.
I mean, we had to load the go-kart up with so much lead. It was
Oh, sure,
so
I
and
bet.
then he wanted to play baseball again, so
Yep.
he's missing it again. So
Yeah.
who knows what next year might bring?
Yeah.
You know, that wing cart. There's really there's not a senior class.
Okay.
After junior 2, it's kind of you're done. with
Sure,
that, so.
sure. Okay.
That's cool.
Can you see him in the future? Maybe jumping in a sprint car, the old man's car, or anything?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of the thing. You know, I'd like to just get established and do my thing and hand the torch down. But
Sure.
Yeah.
And you know, we hear a lot of guys now that are getting up to that age that have been doing this for a long time. And I don't think of them as old, but when you think of them as not being old, but they've been racing sprint cars for 25 years or 30 years or whatever, well, then they're starting to get there. And it seems like that's what they say. I'm just going to go till my kid's ready to take over.
Right.
Right.
You know, we got everything. We've established, we built everything over these years. And I want to keep it going in some way, shape, and form. So we'll wait till the kid's ready to go. Here's what I'm asking somebody here. If you want a $25 gift card to Buffalo Wild Wings, text me right now and say, hey, please give me a $25 gift card from Buffalo Wild Wings. And you got it. 701-213-0863. All right. What do you got,
Nice.
man? You got anything?
I think it was a good show for these two. I mean, you look at NOSA rookies, and we need people in this class.
Yes,
I
we
mean,
surely
really, we need to have more growth opportunities, and I think the 305s are going to facilitate that. But yeah, you guys, like I said, you doing great. You know, knowing your responsibility, where to be, and you're going to get seat time. It's awesome. I really think if you get that throttle figured out, that top cushion's going to be your love. I can just see it.
Yeah,
I can just see it. So I'm pretty
wait.
excited to see what happens here. This is cool.
Right.
This is cool.
And it's nice, when you're racing out there, you got Dobmeyer and you got Mullen and Hastings.
Yeah.
You can hear them guys coming.
Oh, yeah.
Can you
you
hear 'em?
know when they're coming.
Yeah?
Oh,
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I just
So can you go to like any of the three names you just mentioned and say, can you help me out here? Am I doing something wrong? And what are their replies? Or would you not even do that?
Dobmeyer came over right away and he's like, it's awesome to see you in this car. He's like, just the throttle deal, your late model in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just a couple little tips here and there.
That's cool.
Zach Omdahl's been a big help too. And,
Yeah.
like Travis.
Sure.
Travis helps quite
Sure. And Tommy Eglin just texted in and said, need to get rid of the idea that you need a $40,000 engine.
You know what was cool about he put a Facebook post out there, and I think he said something about he's put a motor in almost a third of the
Yeah.
field.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
That
how many
is unbelievable.
Yeah, how many NOSA guys we
started
had on
so
the
many
show
lives,
that
you know?
say,
Yes.
that mentioned Tommy Eglin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we always talk about that racing family thing, and how everybody wants to help everybody succeed, and
Exactly.
it's crazy. And that was an awesome stat. So I thank him for putting that out there.
Yeah,
That's
and,
huge.
I think $40,000 engines, they blow up just like a cheaper engine does.
yeah.
And I've seen a lot of $40,000 engines get their ass handed to them on the racetrack.
Yep.
By a not $40,000 engine.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
driving style, track conditions, all of that stuff makes a huge difference. Luck.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know how much luck is involved. I had somebody text me and say, hey, I want that $25 gift card. I said, text the show. Zach. Otherwise, we're going to save it.
They can comment in the chat, in the Facebook chat watching right now, or the YouTube chat. They'll pop up on screen, and we'll pick a winner here at the end of the show. I did have one more question for both Dustin and Jerzee here. Just biggest lesson learned. Have you guys ran into some trouble during like the heat races, and you had to do some quick patchwork going into the feature? Certain memory that comes to mind from this season thus far that stood out to you for just like, well, last minute fix. Can we get it done in time for the future? Any anecdotes from that this year so far?
I've had a couple issues with the throttle sticking. I had in the heat, actually, I went out and I hit the throttle and it stuck to the floor. And I was like, I should pull off. I said, I can still pick it up with my foot. So I was out there and, it stuck. And that's right there. When I felt it just lay on the left side, and I was like, this is how you drive this thing. I'm glad I didn't pull off.
Right?
Yeah.
How about that?
Go ahead, Jerzee. What you got?
For me, probably belts. We had our motor problems and all that, and we ended up figuring that out. But when our belts came undone, my dad's like, no, we're not running those anymore. And he went to Nick Omdahl's. He left the track, went to Nick Omdahl's and grabbed a new pair of belts and whatnot. And
Yeah.
so we had to change those pretty fast.
that's perfect.
Reminds me of when Marty put me in the back seat of a bus.
That was the best time
Well, there's
ever.
the 5-point harness in there.
Yeah.
That he dug out of the garbage 11 years ago that I couldn't even get to adjust.
That was so funny.
Jenny Barnes, hi, Jerzee. And we've got a winner, Brady Fincher. You're going to get that $25 gift card, all right? We're going to give that thing to you, Brady Fincher. He says, hey, I'll take the $25 gift card. See how hard that was?
Yeah.
I
We've all been asking for it the whole show.
Yeah, that's all he had to do. Hey, I'll take that $25 gift card. Brady, get a hold of us. It'll be sitting here at the studio unless we make other arrangements.
Yeah, there's
so we can
another
find
one
it for
there.
you.
Jenny said hi to Jerzee, which
Yep,
is cool.
yep.
They're selling a cart right now for very reasonable price.
Okay.
So
okay.
I think it's $2,000. If you want to get into carts, they got it.
Yeah,
and
well-
that's to get a cart from that family. You're going to
you're
pretty
going to get
set.
good stuff.
Yeah,
You know
you're going to be
good
all
stuff.
right there. So
Is there anything we missed out with you that you want to say?
I don't think so.
And how about you?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
See?
I'm just glad they're here.
Yeah.
We need to keep the class going. Chris Kuhn, sup, Dustin? Nice to see you getting after it. Sup, like that. Yeah. So I'm not going to be there tomorrow. You and Dale.
Yeah, me and Dale will be there tomorrow. Yep.
Handling everything. And
Good luck to you and your fishing.
Well, thanks.
I'll look for Facebook for posts.
Yeah. If we be nice.
Be a nice payday.
Yeah, sure would. Minn Kota Lightning Sprints, the Nationals tomorrow.
It's gonna be a big night.
We got
Kicks off tonight.
Yeah, it kicks off tonight in Norman County. We got the A mods, the late models, the Wissota B mods, Wissota Street Stocks, all at River Cities tomorrow. And a great schedule coming up for the next 4 days. Man, I tell you what, hit them all. I mean, you can hit them all if you want to. Go hit the Speedway tonight in Ada. We can be here tomorrow night. You can hit Devil's Lake over in Doyen or or Greenbush, and of course Sunday Buffalo River, racing all around. Glad you guys are here.
Yes, thank you
I hope we
both.
didn't ruin your day too much. I mean, well, I know you had to leave work, and I don't know what you left. You left
She
braiding your
probably
hair.
just
or
woke
something.
up at 10 or something.
Yeah, probably.
No,
Yeah.
no.
It's like-
I woke up at 7.
Jersey, it's
7?
time to get up.
I'm an early bird. For school days, I wake up at like 5.
Do you?
Oh.
How late do you stay up?
Pretty late. I've never been much of a sleeper. I have sleep insomnia, so I get like.
Oh, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I maybe get 2-3 hours a night max.
Yeah.
How about you?
Oh yeah, same way.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
be in bed. I'll be lucky if I get into bed by 1.
Oh, geez. See, I
Oh.
go.
Yeah,
I can fall asleep standing up. I mean, I have to stand up to watch a half-hour sitcom.
Oh.
Once I sit down, I'm like, I was talking to my neighbors the other day on my deck, and all of a sudden, honey, are you okay? Apparently, I dozed off during the conversation. I wasn't talking. I was listening, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm okay. I'm freaking tired, man. That's all there is.
Yeah, that's true.
Something to keep me up. All
There you
right. We're going to wrap it up, man. Dirty Thursday brought to you by River City Speedway, NOSA Rookies.
Good job,
again,
guys.
thank you. Yeah, to the
Yeah.
25R of Jerzee Rosinski, the 19B Dustin Burke. Again, folks, head to your favorite racetrack. These guys and girls are here every Friday night at River City Speedway. If they're running the sprint cars, you're going to see them, and you might see them sprinkle around some other tracks around the area. But a couple of rookies, and the fun thing about watching the new people is how they get better and
Yes.
better and better. And you can follow them and watch the close calls, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, they're due.
Yeah.
You know, the win's going to come.
Yeah.
And it will. So, Chad, thank you, man.
Yeah, you bet, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you guys for coming in again. Our show, by the way, today brought to you by Rumor Sports Bar and Casino right here in the good old Grand Cities Mall. BT, Scotty, Jake, the whole crew over there. Tell you what, go grab yourself some lunch or dinner. They've got those specials with the $7 express lunch. Today it's $7 for a sandwich and a side. Might I say, try the mac and cheese. I've said this before, I'll say it again. It's so good, you can hear your arteries harden as you eat it. That is good stuff. Wall-to-wall TVs. Go watch the Twins. Go watch the Olympics. They've got room for parties, and they've got buses. Go see all the UND Fighting Hawks games, also the big concerts in town. And they are open every single day, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. Rumor Sports Bar and Casino right here in the Grand Cities Mall. All right, 6:30 tonight, Fork Sports Highway on. Am I missing anything else? Okay, one more time.
Yeah, Fork Sports Highway live at 6:30 tonight.
Okay, and also I'm hoping that the BMX guys call in tonight to the show. We got the big national show here this weekend. Also, we're going to be live downtown at Cloud 9 from about 3 to 4-ish today. We're streaming the iSight UAS press conference. It's going to be a good time. Going to be rubbing elbows with and schmoozing with some people. I'm off tomorrow. Have a great weekend, everybody. We will see you at the Cloud 9 deal. Remember to like, share, tag, and follow us. Hit the notification bell on your smartphone, too. You never miss a show that way. Pretty cool. Hey, Forks are awesome. Grand Forks' best source, giving them an identity again.